I'm Nathan. This is the AR Minute, and we're at AWE 2022 talking with Leslie Shannon of Nokia. Can you tell us a little bit about your work in the metaverse and what you do there?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Nokia's head of ecosystem and trend scouting. Everyone knows our name, but for the thing we don't do anymore. But I say, hi, I'm from Nokia. They're like, oh, my phone. I'm like, no, we sold the phone business to Microsoft. What we still have is and we also always had, is the network equipment side. So we make the literal fiber optic cable, the literal base stations that go hanging on cell towers, and our customers are the phone companies of the world, so we sell them the network equipment. Okay, now, and so why does a network equipment vendor need a trend scout?
Yeah.
Because we need to make sure that we're building the networks that are going to support the technologies of the future. If all the AR and VR people are out there expecting telecommunications to do one thing, and telecommunications guys are in their ivory tower somewhere,
why is anybody going to need that feature?
Exactly. We're going to build what we think needs to be built, and there's a mismatch there. I go out and I find the stuff that other companies, non-telco companies, are doing, and then I bring that information back so we can actually have alignment with crafting telecommunications so it will serve the beautiful industries of augmented reality, mixed reality, drone, robotic control, cloud gaming, visual analytics. I do, I ran out of figures. Anyway, they all actually ultimately will depend even more on 5G going forward. And so that's really where our interest is.
We talk with a lot of the platforms, and we kind of have described them as like the backbone or the plumbing of the metaverse.
Honey, we're the backbone and the plumbing. Do you know the Latin phrase sine qua non? It means without which nothing. We are the sine qua non of the metaverse. Without us, you ain't got nothing. What's happening right now is the specifications are being thought about and designed for 6G. And I have to say that 6G is starting to look like it's going to be very heavily shaped by the needs of the metaverse, which is super cool.
Do you have sort of a dream or a vision for what the metaverse can be in the next 2 to 3 years? And what needs to happen in order for us to get there?
For me, the metaverse is the full VR, AR range. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir in a group like this, but as much as I love VR, and I do deeply, passionately love VR, for me, putting on a VR headset is like going to a movie theater. It's a spectacular, immersive experience. It might even change your life, but you're not gonna do it every day, all day. I mean, well, some people might, but I'm not. And so AR is the one that's actually got the legs, where we actually have that fusion of digital and physical and information and entertainment from the internet embodied in the world around us. By 2030, I fully expect that headsets with AR capabilities will have, if not fully replace smartphones, at least be well on the way to doing so. Technology only takes off when it solves a problem. And we are walking around staring at screens all the time. We are cutting ourselves off from the people around us, from the world around us, and people actually die because somebody's looking at a screen when they should not be looking at a screen. So by moving it to the headset, now the computer is adapting itself to our view of the world. We've lifted our eyes off of the screen and we're back in the world. Hello, Nathan. Look, hello, I'm looking at you. And if I've forgotten your name, my glasses can remind me.
Please. We hear also on stage at AWE so many people talking about the hard, sticky problems like ethics, accessibility, access. What's our responsibility to sort of tackle those sticky problems, and how do you approach those things in your work?
It's total. I mean, our responsibility to handle this well, it's totally our responsibility, all of us who are in this. However, as with any other kind of controversial human topic, like guns, drugs, pornography, alcohol, we're going to see differences with different cultures, each having different rules for these things. And when you get something new like this, you only know where the limits are, where the boundaries are, where the edge of the cliff is, when somebody goes over the edge of the cliff for the first time. It's like, oh, that was where the cliff was. Then everyone can go, okay, that was too much. We agree now. That's where the edge of the cliff is. We're going to put up the fence there. And it's going to be a different cliff edge in different countries.
This, to me, sort of is almost a call to action for research, user testing, and doing that work so that you can fail in a prototype way before you go to market.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
We can't be assuming that like it's okay to fail culturally. It is the responsibility of the people building the metaverse to do that testing and to understand what they're working with before they take it to market.
Exactly, user beta testing for ethics as well as for technical reasons.
Did we just start a new consortium?
Let's go, baby.
Our last question is just asking you to finish a sentence for us.
Okay, bring it on.
And here it goes. The future is
Gamified. I have to give credit. There's a developer out there. I have no idea what his real name is.
Yeah.
His screen name is Voxel Guy. Wait, Voxel Guy, if you're out there, you have inspired me deeply by the thing that you did. He had a Unity version of his living room. He anchored it to his physical living room. He put his VR headset on and he wrote a program that dropped euros all over the floor. And then he got his vacuum cleaner and he put his hand tracker on the vacuum cleaner. And so then as he's in his VR world, he's hoovering up the euros from the floor. It's the euros, that's why I think he's in Europe. Yeah, he's hoovering up the euros from the floor, the imaginary euros.
Yeah.
And while he's actually vacuuming his living room.
Yes.
He's gamified vacuuming, right? And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, the ability of AR to gamify the stuff that we all hate doing and all have to do all the time.
Yeah.
Gamification of household chores.
I've got two middle schoolers, I'm in.
And getting kids incentivized to like walk the dog for more than 2 minutes. You name it. There's got to be a way to gamify everything.
Yeah.
If we have this thing, hands-free gamification, I'm all in.
The future is gamified
And fun.
And fun. Thank you so much, Leslie.
Thank
It's been
you,
such a
Nathan.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for me as well.